One of the main reasons I love art is because it's all about perspective. To me, art is a perceived language with no rules. Like, it's literally just self-expression. The work of art, piece of art, in whatever medium, it has the freedom to be as loose or as rigid as the creator wants it to be. In a world with so many rules, a society with so many rules, it's just beautiful to literally be able to express yourself without even having to explain yourself. Like, it's literally a safe space. And what's most important is that the message was received. It doesn't matter how that message was received. The important part is that it was received. And then even if it wasn't received in the way that it was intended to be received, now we got a whole new conversation. It's an amazing conversation starter. So even with that, art is an amazing conversation starter. It's a way of communication. So that's why I said it's a perceived language. It doesn't have any rules. Like, you literally cannot box art in. It's all opinion based. So it's like, I love this thing. You don't have to love it, but we can have a conversation about it. And then we can agree to disagree. We can learn something new. It's beautiful. And then this brings me to, over the weekend, I went home and I was looking through a bin. It's a big bin of my drawings, like just art. And I'm looking through it and I'm just thinking, like, the first thing that comes to my mind is, wow, this stuff is good. Second thing that comes to my mind is, why did I stop? And now I'm thinking about, if only I stuck to it. I can't even imagine how far along I would be in this journey, because I'm better than I was back then. So all that artwork was from 03 to 07. I stopped drawing consistently probably 07, 08-ish. It's 2024 now. I'm no mathematician, but off the top of my head, 08 to 2024 was that's 16 years. 16. So I stopped. Actually, I started drawing again, but it wasn't even consistently. So let's say 14 years. So let's meet somewhere in the middle. I like 15 years. So I stopped. Actually, favorite number is 17. So let's go 17 years. So I stopped drawing for about 17 years. I'm a lot better than I was back then. But if I would have just kept going, even if it was like one drawing a week, one drawing a month, just kept the consistency, but still prioritized it, I don't even know where I would be, but it would be fire. I'm just thinking about how many things we stop doing. A lot of times the things we stop doing are the things that we were brought to this universe to do. And I feel like it's because we don't see the value in what it is that we do. So it's easy to look around and see other people's gifts and talents and be like, oh, I want to do that. I want to do that. I want to be just like that. Meanwhile, the same people that we want to be like, they want to be like us. Like, they'll give anything to have the gifts we have. And I don't know why it's like that. It's very intriguing to me, because we were all created with a specific gift, a specific talent. And I feel as though a lot of times those gifts or talents are things that we get in trouble for when we younger, or it's looked at or perceived to be just a hobby. So like, it's mad people that get in trouble for talking when they little, but then once they grow up, the world appreciates them talking. A lot of kids get in trouble for questioning things, but they go on to whatever career and they get paid amazingly for questioning things. Because what I've come to find out this year alone, questions are the answer. So the more questions you ask, the more answers you'll receive. The more questions you'll ask, the closer you'll get to the truth. It's not about being right or wrong, and that's the beauty about art. If there's no rules, You can't tell me I'm right. You can't tell me I'm wrong. I don't know why this coming to my head, but we gonna see where it go. I just feel like it's a thing that's like it's bigger than us. So whatever comes natural to us, it's way bigger than us. Regardless if you don't want to do it, somebody else needs it. The world needs it. Like we were literally sent here to leave the world better than it was when we found it. I don't think everybody got that message, but if you're seeing this, I'm gonna say it again for you and send it to somebody. We were brought here to leave the world better than it was when we found it. And again, I don't think everybody got that message, because if you go outside, people be wilding. Like even the other day, I'm walking my dog, and mind you, I know that we were brought here to leave the world better than we found it. So I'm walking my dog. I'm walking next to a building. All right, walking next to a building. It's a building. People work there, so I know it's trash cans there. Somebody walking out the parking lot with like a plastic bottle, some juice or whatever. They drink the juice, and mind you, it's a trash can on the corner. You just came from work, so I know it's trash cans over there too. And they just threw the bottle on the floor, and I'm just disgusted. Like, ew, like hey brother, we supposed to be here leaving the world a lot better than it was when we found it. What's going on? Is everything okay at home? I ain't say nothing because it was early, and I ain't even really feel like slapping nobody for throwing something on the ground. But I'm just saying, like, it's a trash can here, it's a trash can there. It's a trash can everywhere. But yeah, our gifts are a lot bigger than us. A lot of times we don't realize it until it's too late. So it's easy for us to just ignore it, be like, oh nah, I just do this for fun. I just but nah, somebody needs it. The world needs it. Like the world needs you. So if y'all don't get anything else from this is another thing. I was walking my dog again yesterday. Mind you, I was fasting yesterday too. Like I did a 24-hour fast. So I'm walking my dog, trying to figure life out just like everybody else. Doing my best to figure this thing out and be the best version of myself and the walking manifestation of my highest desires. So I'm walking my dog and I'm getting some downloads. And then I look forward. I never seen this combination before. It said 222 and then 3 smiley faces. So I took that as whatever it is that I'm thinking about in this moment, which was something that I'll be like doubting myself about. Like I don't think I'm good enough to even pursue this. I'll be like hesitant to do it. That was my sign that this is what I'm supposed to be doing. It was doing graphic design in general, art and design. My paintings a lot better than I be thinking they are. My logos that I did for people a lot better than I be thinking they are. My designs a lot better. Sketches a lot better. Everything I do is a lot better than I give myself credit for. And I don't know why. And I'm not the only person that's like that. And then even with that, going back to when I went home, like I'm looking through the stuff and I'm like, wow, I was actually good. Why did I stop? And then I got trophies at home too, and I'm like, oh, like this says championship. So like I was winning. But then I just stopped. Even I got mad gold medals in my room now, like from track. Like I was actually winning on a collegiate level. Division 1. I'm like, wow. On paper, if you list out my abilities, if this is a game, right? And we listen out the attributes, abilities, build, character build, and everything, like accomplishments on paper, my thing's stacked. I don't look too bad. Like I could go first round. If this is a draft, I'm getting out of there first round. But I say that to say it's wild to me how fixated we are on the things that don't matter, that we ignore everything that matters. Or maybe this is a better thing. We work so hard to work hard and get good at the things that don't come natural to us, that we take our natural God-given abilities for granted. I think that's what I was saying. I like that a lot better. So I'm gonna write a list of everything that I'm naturally good at. Everything that I'm naturally good at, I'm gonna write a list and focus on those things. And then the things that I'm interested in, I could do that on my like free days. So speaking of free days, focus days, is this book called 10x is easier than 2x. This is the ultimate schedule building guide that I've ever come across. 12-week year, that was cool. That was very helpful and useful, especially if you're like in a corporate setting or a job setting, or you already got stuff like together. But 10x is easier than 2x. It's telling you how to schedule your year so one, you don't burn out. Two, you focus on the things that's actually important, that's going to get you to your goal the quickest. And a lot of the stuff be counterintuitive to our normal way of thinking or logic way of going about things. But if you follow directions, that's another thing I learned this year. Follow direction. Follow directions. They say people perish for a lack of knowledge. That's true, but I feel like people perish for a lack of following directions. I'm guilty of this too, but the blueprint and everything be laid out beautifully for you. It be looking like the yellow brick road, like success is just written on the street, and we just be like, I already know that. And that beeping in the back, that's for confirmation. We let our ego or our pride get in the way of a lot of things. Life is a lot easier if we just follow directions. Just follow directions, that's it. Take the path of least resistance. And the path of least resistance doesn't mean that it's going to be free of obstacles, free of what's the word? Difficulties. You still gotta learn, you still gotta do everything, but it's a lot more fulfilling. So the fact that it's fulfilling and I'm interested and I actually enjoy it. So a lot of the things that come easy to us, the path of least resistance, although we're pouring into it, it's pouring back into us. So painting for me, example, I be tired, but I be able to see the end, and I know I'm getting better. So I be able to stay there for a couple more hours just painting, and I be like when I be finished painting, I don't necessarily be tired. I be ready to be done painting, but I don't be tired because it poured back into me. So a lot of the stuff that we be doing, we just be giving all of our energy and time to it. And that's another thing. Stop trading your time for money. I'm working on this myself. Now my voice is cracking because it's hitting me. Like, my voice is cracking because I'm working on this myself. Like, the goal is to stop trading my time for money. That's the ultimate goal. I'm working towards freedom. Like, working towards freedom in life. But I'm gonna be the happiest version of me, the wealthiest version of me, most abundant version of me. Like, I'm just living life freely, doing what I want. If I say this painting is $25,000, the painting is $25,000. Either you want it or you don't. You see the value or you don't see the value. But hey, I'm not worried about it because I'm the happiest person, most stress-free version of me. I don't worry. I'm good. I know. Before I was talking about believing. Believing is a knowing. I know that I'm good. I know what I bring to the world. I know the value. I know that somebody needs what I have. It's just up to me to make myself findable and find the people who need what I have. Yeah, make myself findable so they can find me, and know my audience so I can find them, or so I can make it easier for them to find me. Myron Golden said, I might be messing this up, but if I don't sell you what I have, or if I don't give to you what I have, you're gonna get a lesser quality of whatever it is that you need. So if we serving people, helping people, one of my favorite books, this is a side note, is The Go-Giver. If you haven't read The Go-Giver, go check that out. But if I'm serving people, why would I allow the people that I'm serving to go get a lesser quality of anything if I'm able to provide it for them? I feel like it's just a lack of self-worth. So the sooner we realize who we are, knowledge yourself, and how powerful we are, how great we are, and that the world actually needs us, the sooner life will be exactly how we want it to be. We still gonna have to put in the work, but at least it's meaningful work, it's purposeful work, it's fulfilling, and we having a good time while doing it. I actually love people, but for so long I was quiet, so I took on the persona of being the quiet person. Oh, I don't really like people, so I don't be talking. Nah, if I don't talk, I just don't have anything to say. Sometimes I don't be feeling like talking, and that's okay, but you can still love people. Another thing I learned from Myron Golden is that we got to learn how to love the people and use the money. A lot of times it be like we're taught to love the money and use the people, but that's backwards. People love to be loved. Love is all there is. In my opinion, love is all there is. It's the only emotion. All the other emotions are just mishandled or misused versions of love. That's just my thinking and logic. You can agree to disagree, but love is all there is. So yeah, love the people, use the money. Love yourself. Know your worth. Enjoy life, because life is meant to be lived and enjoyed and explored. We're not here just to be miserable. Like, we weren't sent here to be miserable. Make sure you pick up after yourself outside. Take care of yourself. Living is an art. If we going back to the original, the first, like how we got here, living is an art. There's an art to living. So it's hard for somebody to tell me that I'm living wrong, because again, art is a perceived language. It's no right or wrong. This is how I feel. This is how I'm expressing myself. This is a form of self-expression. So if you have a problem with how I'm living, you don't have to be around. You don't have to even view me. It's, I think, 8 billion. I want to say 13 billion, but I'm going to say 8. I think 8 is a safer number. 8 billion people, a little over 8 billion people in this world. You don't ever have to see me again. We could live in the same city and you will never have to see me. That's just how it is, and that's the beauty of life. What you focus on grows. So if you focusing on me, you're going to see me a lot. If you don't worry about me at all, hey, I'm gonna live my life, you live your life. I could do this all day, but I think I'm gonna just end it here. I think that's the best. I'm gonna end it here, and we just gonna go over a little housekeeping. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. Leave a comment. Leave a thumbs up. Talk to me. I'm gonna talk back. I respond. I do my best to respond to all my comments. Again, I am BN.Breeze, and know yourself, know your worth. Stay blessed, stay black, people. Oh, pardon me. I got music out. That's gonna be in the link. I'm releasing a song a month. The goal is 1 song a month. On the 17th of every month, a new song should be out for y'all. That's the goal. My art, I'm working on getting everything together so I can start selling prints of my art and actually make this a thing, make this a business. Because my first video, I ain't got no job. I don't want that. On paper, I'm good, but God, like, hey, yo, I got something different for you, King. I got something different for you, King. Just stay focused, stay diligent, get back to what I brought you here to do. And once you do that, you'll blossom. But yeah, make sure you like, follow, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend that we here. Hopefully somebody gets something out of this. Maybe I should have been doing some type of art in this video, but I like this setup better. Just set the camera up, let me talk, and then y'all gonna get the creative videos in between my talks. That sound like a plan. But yeah, stay blessed, stay black, people.